Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 29th April 2026 Aries. You face a day of conflict, nevertheless the discord will prove quite useful. This is probably one of the best opportunities in recent weeks to become aware of some family matters, and these matters may have been occurring behind your back for some time now. Now is about the time of past personal history that could surprise you and perhaps even upset you for a short time. Taurus, you may have some wishing for some recognition and appreciation lately. Perhaps you had your eye on a promotion at work. The day ahead will show you which path will be most productive in order to succeed. You have to plan everything precisely, and the day ahead will show you which path is the most productive. You should be sure that you have support for your goal. There's a long, hard climb ahead, but you are bound to make it. Gemini, if you happen to be training for a new trade, learning a new technique, or perhaps being evaluated for an internship, you could expect these results to conclude on a high note. You may have been somewhat afraid that those in authority would frown upon your originality. On the contrary, it seems the people in charge appreciate it more than you know. Cancer, although you may find the day ahead somewhat stressful, it is key for your professional evolution. Since you've lacked inspiration lately, you must not miss the opportunity that you'll be presented with today. You could find out that an internship is in a new field, which may lead to a new passion or commitment. Expect to see new changes for the future that will surely benefit you. Leo, today the celestial energy will be trying to teach you something specifically and how to share it with others. But how? First, you must go to the place where you truly want to share something of yourself. Have you examined your tendency to run away? You seem to be afraid that they'll overwhelm you or that you'll owe them something. This isn't the case. Why not give other people a chance to get to know you? Virgo, today's energy will be making you think only about your relationship. It isn't easy to have relationships with others. As you might have noticed, the respective demands of each one in the relationship can be difficult to understand. Moreover, the demands of others can obscure your path or cause you to detour. Consider that the less we ask for in a relationship, the more flexible and deeper it becomes. Libra, some of your demons may come back to haunt you today. You could find yourself battling some old doubts and insecurities that you thought you had left behind. Your desire for a higher standard of living will be the one preoccupied with money concerns in the middle of the day, and these concerns will pass, so take a deep breath and try not to worry too much. Scorpio, it might seem like you no longer completely believe in what you're doing. It's perhaps because you're going too quickly in the quest to get what you need, and it's very possible that your social life has slowed down a lot just when you decided to go full speed into this domain. Surprisingly, what the astral energy can do, right? Don't get upset, you can't do anything about it. Sagittarius, today's energies will be very demanding as you agonize over whether you're up to a standard of the planets. In every cheeky way, respond that you are not. This is because you're moving too quickly, and the change in direction that you're making at the moment is profound, yet you're trying to take it lightly. Dare to slow down and please go deeper. Capricorn, you seem to want to become old and wise before your time. Today's aspects will take you by the hand and lead you back to the heat of the action, experiencing life in its intensity. Yes, we know you're really afraid of all this, but if you don't go back into action, you'll stay alone in your little corner. The world needs you, so don't stay at home. Aquarius, there is some probability that you want to escape from reality today. You aren't anxious to face a situation that demands that you commit to yourself. It's because you're afraid that you lack the ability to assume that new post. This is an honest goodness chance to fulfill your dreams of success. There can be no question of evading it, so please get busy. Pisces, you face a day of some conflict. Nevertheless, the discord will prove quite useful. This is probably one of the best opportunities in recent weeks to become aware of some family matters. These matters may have been occurring behind your back for some time now, and news about a bit of the past personal history could surprise you, and perhaps even upset you for a while, but don't let it get to you. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, 29th April 2026. Do have yourself a great and wonderful day.
So here's what? Morning. Good morning, guys. Oh, my manners first. Good morning, DBS family. I hope you guys are doing well this morning. And if you're not doing so well, stick with us and we're sending some prayers your way as well this morning. So hope you feel better as time continues to move along. Well, let's go on over to our news department. Let's see what we're working with first, and then we'll come back with our features in a minute.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Paulion. A major police operation in Soufrière has 10 people behind bars. On Thursday, February the 5th, multiple units of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, including the Gangs Unit, Special Operations Team, and the Tactical Response Unit, raided 2 areas, Palmist and New Development. Officers executed 9 search warrants. And what did they find? Ammunition, 5 90mm rounds and 5 high-power .223 rounds. 10 suspects were arrested. Police say they will use every resource to go after criminals and restore safety to law-abiding citizens. If you know something, say something. Call 555 or use the Crime Hotline app. We continue the broadcast with news that a vision for a more functional and people-centered Caribbean community, CARICOM, is taking shape as St. Lucia's Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre prepares to assume the chairmanship of CARICOM, signaling a shift toward practical reforms over ambitious rhetoric.
As the incoming chairman, would it be part of your agenda to ensure that this economic union becomes something more?
A single market.
Yes.
That would be my dream. I made a statement last week or 2 weeks before the budget. I want a few simple things to happen. You see, we've been dealing with a lot. I tell you something. People have been dealing with a lot of big things, which are necessary, huge issues, global issues. But there are a few little issues, simple issues that we have to deal with in the region.
Rather than focusing on sweeping transformations, the Prime Minister outlined a plan centered on resolving long-standing but often overlooked issues within the region. These include improving cooperation on legal matters such as a uniform arrest warrant system and strengthening witness protection frameworks. We continue the broadcast with news that a Sunday evening drive turned deadly on the Vieux-Fort Micoud Highway. Police say it happened around 7 o'clock on April 26th. 2 vehicles, one going north, one going south, collided with a third car that was parked on the side of the road heading toward Micoud. Several people were hurt and taken to St. Jude's Hospital, but tragically, a passenger did not survive. He has been identified as the 34-year-old Dave Dowsu of Mont Cayenne, Vieux-Fort. The Department of Road Safety is urging all drivers slow down, stay alert, and follow the law. As St. Lucia continues its push toward environmental resilience, new investments are helping communities turn sustainability ideas into real-world solutions. From protecting biodiversity to empowering young innovators, the St. Lucia National Conservation Fund and its partners are highlighting how collaboration is shaping a greener future for the island.
It signifies as well how this can be inspiring to persons. I see the students are here, and it is not to say that it is just part of their curriculum. I am happy that they were able to participate and that they are learning something from it. In today's world, we have to be very creative. We have to be thinking outside of the box. And according to our Prime Minister, nobody's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves.
Republic Bank's Rohan Leon also underscored the importance of partnerships in driving sustainability forward. Stakeholders who have come on board over the years, highlighting how shared efforts continue to mobilize meaningful change. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please join us this afternoon at noon for our next news major right here on DBS Television, The Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
We need to take a short break, but we are coming back, so don't go anywhere. We're kicking things off with one of our young filmmakers, actor, director, producers. He's got his Roots production company that he's now trying to build the brand over. And he's been doing some good stuff. I mean, recently he had one of his short films was one of those that was highlighted as part of the Jumpstart film activity put on by the CDF as part of the Arts of the City for St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. So we caught up with him because obviously he's on the island, and it was a lovely little conversation. Again, catching up. We always like to catch up with Kyvon to find out what's going on, because it's always excitement and it's things to make us proud. Make you proud if you're an auntie, make his mom proud, and of course to make St. Lucia proud. So here's a conversation with Kyvon. It's much to our excitement because St. Lucia, we've always known, has got a rich, capability in that department. 100%. I mean, sources, finances wise, we are unable to really showcase what we have out there. But I must say that we've been seeing through persons like yourself, taking the bull by the horn literally and running and pushing the envelope to try to get what you want in that regard, whether or not it was available here. I think we are now seeing a stronger push towards getting us to that level.
Yeah, definitely.
We're far way ahead, but
especially with like the launch of this program that they had at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts
Jumpstart.
Festival.
That was beautiful.
I mean, like the name, it says it all. Like it's a jumpstart. It's like, let's go. We here.
We have
our filmmakers. We have the talent. Not only myself, but all the local filmmakers whose project was featured, and the host of filmmakers I know who are active in the industry building projects. We here.
Absolutely.
And something I spoke about at the Q&A there was the fact that we have the resources. And it's just a matter of us just doing it, not waiting for a Netflix or something big. Because we tend to like always look for something to come in and give it to us. But it's like, no, whatever resources we
could
have,
build with table, man.
whatever cameros, people, personnel, we just come together, we build it and make it happen.
It can happen. And you've been proving that.
I
just
hope
that.
so,
Now, the first time we spoke, we were talking about you graduating and what was happening with you over there. You were exposed quite vastly to the industry and some big people in the industry as well. And when the possibilities started to look like, okay, this is happening. We had that first initial conversation, and you were trying to work on that project at the time.
Bagaila Nupote, at the time, that's true. At the time, we were crowdfunding for it.
We were looking for funding for that.
It was just an idea, and we just needed the money to make it reality. And then, fast forward to now. So the crowdfunding campaign was successful.
Through.
We
got to do that.
A lot of local sponsorship as well.
Great.
The funding all aligned so that we were able to come down here
and do what you're doing.
We shot the film.
Right.
Brought in some folks, but then mainly just use local filmmakers, local resources.
Yes.
We had the likes of Presh, Logo, Dale, Julian.
Absolutely. These are all the people who are they were been there.
I say it's the Avengers of the filmmaking and the creative industry came together on the project, and now we're taking it to the festival market. So far we premiered at the Chelsea Film Festival in New York, and we also did the Pan-African Film Festival in LA.
Oh gosh, yes.
And in this, we have a couple others that lined up for the summer as well. Absolutely. I think it's about like 5 selections so far.
So which one went out to the national film? Was it Bagay or this
Bagaila.
one?
So this is the new. So
that's the new one now.
That's the new project.
Right.
Bagaila
So we get to see it first, did we? Or you went?
So
you
what
sent it
I
already?
showed here was Letla, which was my first film.
That was before.
Right.
So Bagay is the one that's still working on it.
Still working on the premiere for it. We need funding. So if anybody out there, can contribute funding.
Now the first one, Letla, is what we viewed last night as part of the Cultural Center's Arts and the City project, the Jumpstart, what we spoke about.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that, because that was your first?
That was my first.
Whoa!
That was my first film ever. So
well, I can't wait to see Bagay now, because wow.
I'm really, I keep telling people, I love Letla. Obviously,
it's your first.
It's connected to that. But Bagaila, you kind of see a little bit more of my growth, I hope, as like a filmmaker as well, just different elements, and it's a larger story in terms of the scope. So I'm really excited for a Lucian audience to digest it. But going back to Letla, it was just love, man. It was like all love. People in New York who believed in me, supported it. We just came together and made it happen. I had a brilliant producer in Letitia Guillory, and we assembled a crew there, mainly Caribbean-rooted folks, the first generation, family in Guyana, Barbados, wherever, and just came together. Inspired by, RCI's Letla, and just wanting to tell a story kind of nuanced in our culture, but with some kind of global touch to it, and just like a nice story, and we just went out there and made it.
Man, it was beautiful. We looked at it. Kishon here went with me, and we had a viewing of it, and we thought, wow.
Nice.
We thought, wow, we are ready,
Yeah, man.
We
definitely are. Even like just coming in and like conversations I'm having with different folks who are like interested and like willing to like try to start to break out of just like local limitations, so to speak, and they want to be on like the international market.
We have a story to tell.
And we have an abundance of like stories. It's like rich traditions, rich culture.
And I was saying to somebody, I said, listen, when I looked at these short films last night, and I mean, I look at, no knocking anybody, but I look at the Nigerian movies or the African movies, and you see how they just do that thing and everything. And I'm looking at what we have produced, and there's absolutely no reason why we don't have to have our own industry out there.
There's no stopping. It's just a matter of picking up a camera and going out there and like doing it. And I think there are a few filmmakers who have done it. Like I know last year somebody dropped like a feature film as well.
Right, that was what Anatole, Elijah.
Correct, and I think that's just proof that like, you just have to have the will and the drive to go make something happen.
And make it happen.
I know Moffred did something as well. And so it's like there's little pockets of it like coming together, which is beautiful, and like it's just a matter of us to kind of, I spoke about this as well, just kind of how do we put a little infrastructure behind that
to support
bolster
the
ecosystem,
Because we are right by ourselves, but if we come together, we're always stronger together.
Always.
So and there's always room for a little expertise from you, a little expertise, a little experience from you, and if we could all put that together, we could make some real strides. We had a long conversation with John the diver, the other day. And I'm just sitting here. We gave you part of his conversation already because we spoke to him on one thing. But, John is just one of those guys, and we enjoyed the conversation with him. So we just left the camera rolling. And I'm sitting here, and I'm looking at that little river, the little stream coming down there. And my mind just went right back to John. So I said, Kishon, can you pull up the second half of the interview with John and let's share it with our viewers? I don't know. Somebody probably needed it at this moment. So here you go. Our continuation of our conversation with John from the other day. That is how I'm going to put it. Enjoy. Before that, what was the lifestyle like? What was some of the things that you're not so proud of?
I was a worldly person. In my early teens, I had my locks growing and so on, and because I asked some guys, do you know the meaning of Rasta and so on? And they cannot tell me nothing about it. Because it's something they just see, they come in it, but they don't know why.
Understand it.
Because the time I was raising up in the early 70s of Rasta, right? It was a way of
life. It was
a religious life. Where you would live at peace with your brothers, and that was the way it was. It's not the kind of Rasta now, always in a fighting, always in
fancy
a big... No.
Fancy dread thing.
We were not in that way in
Absolutely.
the early 70s.
Absolutely
We were at peace, we were showing love, always sharing things together, and, that's the way we had it. Until it's because of women and so on. And I was troubled with that on my head. Every time I let it grow, it was something, my spirit is saying, no, that's not, until I stopped smoking marijuana. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It was right, I was 20 years of age, I stopped it. I sell it, but I was not smoking. The guys in the ghetto used to tell me, but why are you not smoking anything? I tell them, my only smoke is when I'm at home, I'm relaxing, then I smoke. Right. But on my way in,
right.
I don't
it become, for a fashion thing, like a trend, which is what we sing a lot of now, isn't it?
Yeah, just like in this time I'm living, I drink alcohol, but not like people. Yeah. You see, I had a good catch today, thank God, I bought my bottle of wine.
That's right.
I take it home. Yeah. When I finish do everything, I put my little music playing, I sing, and I'm inside my home enjoying. If I feel giddy, I close my music, I go and lie down on my
in your bed. You ain't got no problem.
Nobody knows.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
It's either tell people, you know, I had a nice time at home, I drink my wine and so.
I love it.
I say, because that's the way I know it.
Yeah.
Life to enjoy is not going and scandalize, making a big show on the road. And, no. You have a family at home. Everybody come together, enjoy life. Not the kind of way I tell them. And to tell you, I believe I stopped going to dance since when I was 25, 26 years old.
Right. And you think all of these things are contributing to your longevity, the way you look healthy and strong at 70, ain't it?
My girlfriend, I used to let them go out. I tell them I'm not, because the kind of music they're playing, it's not me. I'm not in that kind of music. And when you get yourself trouble, don't call me, you know, because I'm not going. You want to go ahead. And it stays like that in me until I experience a lot of things in music, and that's why I tell people I love music, but not any kind of music.
Yes. You guard yourself.
I love music. I can relax myself. Not I have to be jumping up inside my home. I relax myself.
Certainly.
You understand? I relax and I listen to our music.
Wonderful.
I don't go home now. It's the same thing. I sing karaoke at home.
Right.
The people in the community, I believe some envy, jealousy, everything about me. Because
it's a favor on your
the
life,
kind of music I put on my tablet to sing is not what they have on the street in the dance hall where people making that big. No. You know this nice classic music. I don't know if you know much about OGs, Commodores, all these.
Of course.
Lionel Richie.
That's a real tea right there, man. That's
Elton John, Rod
Certainly.
Stewart. You know, this kind of nice classic music. I have them download and.
That's your thing.
If you pass in Cooley Town and you hear a karaoke playing of classic song,
that's you.
You could wonder and say, I wonder who is that person. You can ask the people. They will tell you, Brother John the Fisherman.
I love it.
Because that kind of music don't play around the place.
That's right.
It's only me, just like I was there living by the bay there, where they have the restaurant.
Right.
I had a nice little shack there. They used to call it tourist attraction because I had flowers and all these things around, you know, and people used to take out pictures and so on. And when the music playing, anybody that appear from Ansari that say, that must be John.
That's John. You define your space, John.
You know, because I make myself a way where people, I respect myself and I want people to respect me.
You.
Welcome to your Holistic Path to Wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Let's talk about how movement can be an important part of lifestyle medicine. How movement and meditation can become your daily medicine. Let's start with movement. We've all been taught that exercise is punishment for what we ate. That we need to go hard, to sweat hard, to push harder. No pain, no gain. But here's the truth. Movement is medicine. It releases endorphins, it balances our blood sugars, and it actually resets our nervous system. And one key thing that you may not know is that it reduces inflammation. It reconnects you to your body, and that's so important. So whether it's a walking nature, dancing in your kitchen, dancing up for jazz, or just 10 minutes of stretching, movement in a way that feels good is medicine. The next thing we're going to talk about is meditation. People often say, I can't sit still. But meditation isn't all about stillness. It's about awareness. One simple meditation technique I can give you is that you're going to just try something very briefly. Close your eyes, sit still, Breathe in slowly for 4. Hold that in-breath for 4. Breathe out for 6 and repeat. That is meditation. Simple. Breathe in for 4. Hold the in-breath for 4. Breathe out for 6. Hold for 6 and you start over again. Meditation does not have to be anything too difficult or you have to sit still for 10 minutes. Breathwork is a form of meditation and that in itself is an important healing tool.
Well, what do you know? Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Dr. Bobra. What do you know? We've come to the end of our show for today. Again, I've got some sauce to leave with you. That one resonates a lot because, and I don't want anybody to feel it's an attack, but it's just the reality when you're reflecting. When you look around, it happens, and it don't just happen here. This is a quote not from the Caribbean. This quote from the wise guys. These wise guys, foreign people, and their quote stated that people have beautiful things to say about you, but you must die first. It sounds harsh, but it is a reality. We hear it all the time. We see it, we experience it all the time. People have beautiful things to say about you, but you must die first. So here's what. That is why it's a reminder for you now not to depend on others' recognition to feel worthy. All right? Value yourself now. And do not wait. If you have somebody that you need to show appreciation or express appreciation to now, please do it now. Express it to them now. It's back to the same thing. Give people their flowers before they die. All right? So don't wait, but in the bare minimum, don't wait for people to do it to you as well. All right? Because we already see the trajectory and how this life has set up itself. After you die, you're going to hear all the nice things. So if you're waiting on that, you probably will die before time. So give it to yourself. And don't pass up the opportunity to pour it out to others as well freely. All right? Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. What's happening? Oh, yeah. Tedderson John has got his event on tonight, Strip. It's happening. So if you're taking in some of that, well, enjoy, be safe. And let's do it again. We'll be back again tomorrow, God's willing, for another DBS this morning. But enjoy your Wednesday. We love you.